All right, we get to Friday the 21st, the day after the new moon. And now the moon is in Sagittarius. Mercury is in Scorpio. And Mercury and Scorpio create a conjunction with Lilith in Scorpio. The sun is still in Scorpio, but Uranus is creating a conjunction with Taurus and a trine with Neptune retrograde in Pisces. So this is kind of a return of the Wednesday energy. I feel like we got sandwiched between this energy of Lilith and of Uranus and Neptune before the new moon in Scorpio and shifting into the moon of Sagittarius. I feel like it's a preparation for the following day, which starts the Sagittarian season. It's a changing of the guards. It's this changing of what you give authority to. And this is very, very big because Neptune's retrograde in Pisces with this Uranus retrograde and this Lilith energy, all of it, it just feels like that movie Alice in Wonderland. Alice didn't go to Wonderland until she became extremely anxious and overwhelmed by the roles she was going to be subjugated to take that did not feel comfortable. That amount of stress, that amount of anxiety, and that amount of pressure that she was feeling created, I want to say, a mental psychosis in which she ended up going into this Wonderland energy. In the Wonderland energy, everything was distorted. But at the same time, she realized the truth of the people that she has been giving the power to. That they're not as strong as they perceive to be. That they're confused and they're just as jokers. And why would I have to continue to give them their powers? And then she learned to hear her inner voice and realize the strength that she has inside of herself. And this is what kind of this energy on Friday feels like. This entire week from Monday through Thursday has been you walking through Wonderland and seeing the shit show that you've allowed to happen in your life, allowing people to tell you how to live your life, how to move forward, and whatever, people that don't even have their life put together. And then realizing, you know what? Why am I doing that? This is like listening to friends or family members that don't have experiences running businesses, and you're trying to start your business and you're having all kinds of problems and confusion, but the people that are telling you what to do have never done it themselves. So why are you listening to their advice? This is like listening to spiritual gurus that have their life upside down, and you're wondering to yourself, who are you to give me advice? You haven't figured out your own stuff. This is you stopping and realizing that your actions, your fears, your doubts have been geared by a version of you that happened when you were 10, 11, 12, because that's when the trauma happened. And you're listening to the advice of a 12-year-old. Would you do that? No. And then you're realizing, no, child, I understand you were wounded, but I won't let you dictate to me the doors that I will open. And this is more internal. So it really depends on us how this journey is going to be. But it's realizing that we've been fighting for a reality in a world that was never ours. It was everybody else's, and they convinced us we wanted it. And now we're starting to get to the point where we're like, wait a second, I don't want this. And it's time for me to go for what I really want. And again, that is that Matthew 10, verse 39. So remember, chaos sometimes shows us the crazy that we have allowed into our lives.